All right, some massive Cardano news to talk about in this video. We've got some good news and some not so good news, at least here in the short term for Cardano. And it might be the reason why Cardano's down a little bit in price, because we recently got some news within the last 20-25 minutes that I'm going to talk about in this video. Now, yesterday we actually got some bullish news on Cardano, and that was the fact that Indonesia, a massive country, a top 5 country by population in the entire world, is recognizing Cardano as a commodity, not a security. So that's bullish. And by the way, a lot of those assets that were listed by the SEC as securities, Indonesia going the opposite route and listing them as commodities. So on one hand there, that's good news. That was yesterday. And then today we've got to deal with some bad news, because that's how it goes in cryptocurrency. Now, I will say this. It's bad news in the short term here, and it could cause a little bit of panic here short term. But long term, I think this is a nothing burger, right? Short term volatility, though, could take place. And we do see Cardano down about 2% right now. We're going to dive into the reason why maybe we are seeing the pullback in the overall markets. Now, altcoins are down a little bit more than others. Solana down 2% and Cardano down 2%. Here in the top 10. So those two down more than anything else right now. Of course, those two were listed by the SEC as securities. And because of that, we're seeing news like this come out. Cardano is now being cut from a major exchange amid the SEC probe. We're going to talk about who this is. Of course, it is being cut from Robinhood as well, which that's not too big of a deal. This one a little bit bigger of a deal. Major crypto exchange Huobi has announced the removal of Cardano trading pair from its platform, marking another setback here for the popular digital asset. The decision comes in the midst of an ongoing investigation by the SEC into the nature of the ADA token. In an official statement, Huobi cited its commitment to enhancing the trading experience for users as the rationale behind discontinuing several trading pairs, including ADA USDD, effective from 8 a.m. UTC on June 29, 2023. However, the availability of ADA for trading pair against USDT and Bitcoin will remain unaffected, indicating that the removal of ADA is not solely based on an inherent issue with the token, but rather part of a broader strategic move by the exchange. Okay, so this is not the first time ADA has faced delisting in the wake of SEC allegations. Earlier this month, prominent platforms such as BAKKT and Robinhood also removed ADA from their listings following the SEC's accusation that ADA could be classified as a security. And again, could be, right? We don't even know how this is all going to shake out in court. But let me just say this. It doesn't change how I feel about Cardano. I'm not selling any of my Cardano anytime soon. I've got a strong position there, and I'm going to hold it, because here's the thing. Cardano doesn't rely on just Huobi or Robinhood, right? Sure, it's nice to have them. And again, that's why it's a minor setback here. But all in all, Cardano's still building. We know the DeFi element or side of Cardano has been growing exponentially in the last couple of years. And when we look at Cardano Cube and you look at all of the vastness of the Cardano ecosystem and sit back and say, wow, what about what they're building in Africa and their plans? It's pretty massive, right? There aren't too many companies out there trying to tackle the problems that Cardano is trying to solve. And I'm looking at Cardano as a long-term investment, not a short-term. So why would I let something like this, a short-term setback, short-term news cycle here, piece, come out and derail or dictate what I do or don't do, right? Again, Cardano for me is kind of like Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm looking at it a decade from now, right? Now, you have to look at everything kind of separately depending on your personal situation. I'm 33, so I'm looking at, hey, in my mid-40s, what investments do I want to look back on and say, man, I'm glad I did that a decade ago. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano are three that I really like. I think XRP could also be one of those in the top 10 as well. So that's what I've got for you guys. Again, I'm not panicking. Just want to bring it to your attention. We could have some short-term volatility because of this news, and we are seeing Cardano dial back a little bit. I think it's probably a little bit on this news. Don't be surprised if we get a little deeper fall here in the short term. It provides a bigger opportunity, in my opinion, to get cheaper Cardano. That's what I've got for you guys. Appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See ya. Bye.